When looking at the landscape of Dead by Daylight, some people feel as if the content is getting stale or lacks originality. I mean, for the past few years, the same content creators stand atop the Dead by Daylight food chain, which leaves new content creators coming into Dead by Daylight with 3 options. Number 1, take proven concepts that have already been done and try to make them better. Number 2, try new concepts and hope to differentiate yourself from other creators. Or 3, and by far the easiest method, start drama. While most creators jump between the first 2 options, hoping that one day one of their videos will take off, a certain individual has come crashing into the Dead by Daylight scene like a bull in a china shop. He's called out about 20 different content creators at this point, most of which he claims don't put any effort into their content. But I got news for you, buddy. A couple fancy edits doesn't mean your content is better. Instead of putting his time and effort into creating valuable content for the Dead by Daylight community, this guy's putting his time and effort into criticizing other people's content. Did this person call out old Strazzy Two Fists here? No, not exactly, but he did briefly scroll past one of my videos for about half a second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bingo, right there, we got this, bozo. Today, I'm making my drama content debut to talk about the most problematic creator in the scene. We're also going to talk about the content scene as a whole and how the community has created a space where content like this can be successful. Hey, Ma. Yeah, I'm not making it home for Flag Day this year. I got some business to take care of. Before we dive into this schmuck that's been making his rounds in the community, I think it's important we set up the context for what content is currently flooding into Dead by Daylight. In any community, not just Dead by Daylight, a lot of creators try to mimic their favorite creators. I call this style of video the safety net. It makes sense too. If you enjoy watching a certain type of creator, you want to make something similar. Plus, it's already a proven concept. The goal is to have your videos slide in right after a bigger creator. It's familiar enough to keep people around, and you take advantage of the audience the bigger creators have already developed. The issue with following this route is often these videos bring nothing new to the table. The editing isn't better, the gameplay itself isn't better, and their personality doesn't shine through as well. I mean, it takes a while to build up microphone and camera presence, but all that's fine. This style of video was vital for my growth as a content creator. If you look back at some of my first Dead by Daylight videos, I bet you could probably tell exactly what content creator I was trying to emulate. These ideas and styles of video are proven and familiar, so honestly, it's the best chance a small creator has to get a substantial amount of views. This safety net content does have 2 negative effects though. It seems to have created some fatigue in general. If you watch 20 highly edited Survivor videos in a row, by the 21st video, you're sick of sound effects and quick edits. And the issue is YouTube will continue to feed you these types of videos. So these videos sometimes push people to hate not only the content, but also the content creators that make it. And there's a certain individual that really hates some content creators, but we'll talk about that a bit later. The second issue around this type of content is that for new creators, it's hard to get someone to come back to your video because there's nothing inherently unique about them. That's why creators try this second type of content, what I like to call the young Picasso style. This is where creatives take random ideas that haven't been done yet in Dead by Daylight and just full send. Without proof of concept, these videos often fall flat on their faces. But when you find a well done young Picasso style of video, it almost feels refreshing. It can cut through other types of content because it's so unique and it's definitely more rare. I've taken plenty of swings under this style and they often flop pretty hard, but they're also some of the most fun videos to make. The issue is, with this level of volatility, why attempt something unique when a meta build video will do 10 times the views? Bigger creators might venture out into the young Picasso style of video every once in a while, but they already have their established content, and financially it probably makes more sense to kind of stay in that lane, while smaller creators bounce between safety net content and young Picasso content, which creates an interesting dilemma. The safety net content will perform statistically better, but without a unique hook, it's hard to develop a community with only safety net content. The young Picasso videos allow you to show off your creativity and personality easier, and I would say they add a little bit more to the Dead by Daylight community, but without broad appeal and no established audience, they'll push creators back towards safety net content because they don't perform as well. well. It's a vicious cycle which you haven't really seen a ton of new content creators break through. Every once in a while, I'll stumble upon a really well-made safety net style video. I check out the channel and all the videos are good and professional, but they really don't have anything to cut through. And sure enough, months go by and these channels seem to be in the same place they were a half a year ago. That's why it kind of feels like the same content creators have been dominating the scene. You got your information guys that are knowledgeable and can break down updates and new content. You got your channels that create engaging build videos that are crisply edited to a point where you're going from one exciting moment to the next. And then there's the folks you might just watch for the personality and some of their hot takes. With these markets cornered, you never really see new content creators break through. Puffalope is really the only example I can think of that's blown up in the past year and kind of established himself amongst these other creators, but I'd say it's incredibly rare, which is why some people resort to the final style of content, bitch-made content. This is negative drama content that uses the old Disney fast pass on the content grind to get some easy clicks. Let's test it. I'll give you 3 titles and you tell me which is the most clickable. The first one is why FNAF is the best DLC to come to Dead by Daylight. The second one is what to expect from the new FNAF DLC. And finally, FNAF is about to fail miserably. Here's why. So let's break it down. The first title is positive, the second's neutral, and the third one is negative. While the first one takes a positive stance on a DLC that a lot of people are excited about, the viewer might not feel the need to click the video because it'll probably echo some of the points they've already heard. The second title might work for a bigger content creator with an established audience, but for an unknown creator, this title wouldn't grab much attention. The final title is by far the most clickable. Those that are pissed at Dead by Daylight will click to have their negative feelings reinforced, while the players that believe the DLC will be a huge hit might tune in to hear what might go wrong. Using negativity to pull in viewers is not always bad, and being critical of certain things is completely fine. But recently, there's been a new channel in the Dead by Daylight community that's crafted their entire brand around negativity. There's about a year's worth of content on this channel stretching across several different games and topics, only using negativity and drama as a vehicle to drive views to the channel. Only recently has he tried to kill everyone's vibe and make only Dead by Daylight content. Why? Because there's already a perfect market created for this type of shit. There are some people chomping at the bit for this type of drama. Some have experienced intense content fatigue, while some just find drama entertaining. But that's what we have Twitter for. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to predict this type of shit will get views, but it all just feels so gimmicky. This just feels like the Hustlers University of Dead by Daylight, just trying to suck whatever it can get from the community. Probably just to move on to a new grift in the near future. I think it's completely fair to come out and say Dead by Daylight content has been a bit stale. I can agree to an extent, so what's the solution? Start making the content you want to see. These stupid ass drama videos remind me of self-help books. There are people that spend so much time reading self-help books, they never actually change the behavior. They just get the dopamine from feeling like they're improving their lives by reading the book, then they move on to the next one. This is like a weird paradox. I don't like Dead by Daylight content, let's make content name dropping the people we don't like. I mean, YouTube's pretty democratic in the fact that views go to the videos that people want to watch. If content was truly bad or not valuable to anybody, people would stop watching. If you don't understand why people watch Scott Jund, you're ignoring the fact that people enjoy unedited videos because it feels more authentic and personal. I personally listen to his videos in the car on my way to work to stay on top of Dead by Daylight changes. If you don't understand why people watch Skyfaction, you're ignoring all the unique types of videos he's brought from other niches and successfully converted them into fun Dead by Daylight videos. If you don't understand why people watch spooknjukes toxic TTV videos, you're not understanding why so many people feel like it's valuable that certain behaviors are called out. Nobody is forcing anybody to watch these creators. They've created a genuine audience that they've crafted over years of making content. And the fact that somebody can make a channel based solely around negativity and drama kind of gives off scared vibes. Like you're scared to make original content and have it flop. Like you're scared to put yourself out there. Like you're scared to get lost amongst the 2.6 million videos that are posted on YouTube every day. And while nobody's perfect, while some Dead by Daylight creators will never see the views these drama videos did, while some of my content might never have any sizable positive impact on the Dead by Daylight community, at least I can say I tried.